Hey, what is up guys? Welcome back to another video, and in this video we're going to be continuing on with our macOS development with AppKit tutorial series, and in this particular tutorial we are going to be taking a look at how we can add menu items to the main menu bar in macOS for our applications. Now in this video we're going to add a menu item called color, and inside of this item there's going to be a submenu that contains its own items for turning our view in our main window different colors. It is quite literally going to be that simple. It's not exactly the most practical example of like a real world scenario, but this can give you an idea of how you might be able to adapt it to a more practical example. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. Now, the first thing that we need to talk about is how do we even access the main menu, right? How do we access the menu bar? Well, remember how when we worked with NS Toolbar, or rather NS Touch Bar, we had to use NS App to set a specific Boolean property for adding a touch bar item to begin customizing the touch bar. Well, we access the main menu bar the same way, except instead of that Boolean property, we access the main menu property. That is an NSMenu that we can then add items to. My goodness, excuse me. So, inside of Xcode, I have a configure color menu method here. And inside of this method here, we are first going to specify the menu items that we want to use in our submenu. So we'll say let red item equals NS menu item. And then we'll have a title. And this title is going to, we'll say, make red. The action is going to be, number selector change color. And then for key equivalent, that's going to be an empty string. And then we'll have many other items here as well. So we'll have red, green, blue. So we'll copy that, red, green, blue, cyan, yellow, magenta. All right, and then we'll say let green item equal NS item or NS menu item with the title of make green. And then with the same selector and same key equivalent, let red item will be let blue item, like that. We'll say make blue. And then instead of red item, this one will be cyan item. And then the title will be make cyan. And then we'll have yellow item, make yellow. And then we'll have magenta item. And instead of make red, it'll be make magenta, like that. All right, so now that we have all of our item objects created, the next thing we need to do is assign a tag to each of these. So we'll say red item dot tag equals 1, green item tag equals 2, blue item tag equals 3, cyan item dot tag equals 4, yellow item dot tag equals 5, and magenta item dot tag equals 6. All right, now this is just so we can differentiate between the different menu items inside of our change color method, which we'll handle here in a second. All right. Next, we need to create a menu item for our actual color menu item in the menu bar. So we'll say let color item equals NSMenu item, title of color. The action will be nil. And the key equivalent will also be blank. And so next, we're going to say let submenu equals NSMenu. Submenu dot add item, red item. Submenu add item, green item. Submenu add item, blue item. Submenu add item, cyan item. Submenu dot add item, yellow item, and submenu add item, magenta item. All right, cool. And then finally, we'll say color menu or rather color item dot submenu equals submenu, and then we'll say NSApp dot main menu dot, and then we want to add item color item, just like that. Okay, phone, you can be quiet. All right, so there we go. Now we have our color item added to our main menu. Let's go ahead and create that change color method. All right, so we'll have at objc private func change color. this is going to have a sender of type NSMenu item. And then we need to check the tag of the item, or rather the sender that calls this event. So we'll say let tag equals sender.tag switch tag case 1 view dot layer dot background color equals nscolor dot system red dot cg color. Case 2, it will say view layer dot background color equals nscolor dot system green dot cg color. Case 3, we'll say view layer dot background color equals nscolor dot system blue dot cg color. Case 4 will be view layer background color dot system cyan dot cg color. Case 5, we'll say view layer dot background color equals nscolor dot system yellow dot cg color. And then finally, case 6, we'll say view dot layer dot background color equals nscolor dot magenta dot cg color. Now, Xcode will yell at us, and that's because this switch is not exhaustive. So we'll say the default will be view layer dot background color equals nscolor dot system system fill. All right, and so we need to also make this a CG color, just like that. Okay. So background color equals nscolor dot system cyan, just like that. Dot CG color. Okay, so we should be good now. Let's go ahead and call our configure color menu method inside of our configure method here. We need to go all the way up here. And I will say configure color item, or color menu rather. All right. Now let's run our application. Our build is successful. Now here is our application. There's nothing inside the app. But if we go up to the menu bar, we can see our color item right up top, right after the help menu. And when we open that up, we can see make red, make green, make blue, make cyan, make yellow, and make magenta. Now we can tap any of these items and our view inside of our app will change color exactly how we expected it to. Now we can also say make blue. Now it's blue instead of magenta. So you get the point, you get the idea. Let's go back over what exactly it is that we did here to fully understand how we actually perform this task, if you weren't following along super closely. So inside of our configure method, I have a configure color menu method that gets called. This method, what we do is we first create our menu items for the submenu. Because here's the thing about the menu bar. The menu bar itself is an NSMenu. So each item, like the Apple menu, the app, the application menu, the file, edit, view, window, help, that all those different things in the menu bar, those are menu items. So each menu item has then a submenu that gets displayed when the menu item gets opened up. And that's what the red item, green item, blue item, so on and so forth are. They're menu items for that submenu. All right. Next, we are setting the tag for each of these items because we have one action method that gets called whenever each of these items is clicked, but we want to be able to select a different color based on which one was selected, so we need a tag to help us determine which one was clicked. All right. We then create our color menu item. We then create our submenu. And we add all of our items to the submenu. Once we've added all of our items to the submenu, we set the color items submenu to our submenu object. That is of type NSMenu. Once we've done that, we add our color item to the main menu by using the main menu item or main menu property of our NS app object. That is an instance of NS application. Now, after that, we simply create an action method, change color. We make sure it takes in a sender of type NSMenu item. We retrieve the tag for that sender. And then we switch on that tag to determine which menu item it was clicked, and then we change the view's background color accordingly. So with all of that being said, that pretty much does it for how we can add items to the menu bar in macOS. In the next video, we'll take a look at how we can remove items from the menu bar and other menus if we so need to. Thank you all so very much for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.